It's interesting. It's interesting.
Who wrote it?
Nicole Laporte.
Who's that?
She's a writer for Daily Beast. Daily Beast. I've never met her. I'm a non-pro. I'm not in the business, dude. I'm like the dude outside the pastry shop trying to get a donut. I mean, I'm like, you're at the SLS. You're going to Commissar tonight. You got the range. You got the hot girlfriend. Me. I'm like on Deadline every night. I'm dating Deadline, the best website in town to study like the Talmud. Okay.
Are you on Match.com?
I'm not on Match.com. I'm not on Match.com. I'm always hooking people up.
Are you single?
I'm open-minded.
Right.
I'm open-minded. I mean, but the thing about it is this. I'm having a relationship with myself.
You are.
Okay. Yes. And God. Okay. But what I'm saying to you is this. No, I'm actually dating Twitter. Okay. Because Twitter.
So you are on Twitter.
I'm dating Twitter. Yeah.
How will people be able to look you up on Twitter?
It's not about me, bro. It's about we. And the thing is go to Rice Matt. You look him up. He's a top UTA agent on TV. Go to Larry Sauls, who's a great dresser. And he's always with smart-looking, hot attorneys at restaurants. Go to Danny Gabai. We've been down that path. Beverly Hills, Gabai. But the thing about it is what we're doing with the show is running and gunning, is doing what Mr. Sam Nazarian, who was a graduate of here, is. Basically, Sam started out with a hotel out in Santa Monica. Right. Okay. Then he bought another hotel on La Cienega. He's got a couple clubs. He's got the whole town converge
under him, right?
And so, but the thing about it is just he's successfully, like, he who serves the most profits he who serves the best profits the most. Ted Turner. What he's done is he's fully leveraged. He bought NYU. He went to NYU. He brought the NYC to LA. Right. I mean, so he's really done a great job. And then he's branched out, with into Vegas and to Miami. So he's effectively. What I'm doing is I work for you. I work for everyone. I work for a buddy of mine who's a busboy. His name's Juan. He's a great guy. He's missed 2 days and 15 years of working.
Where does he work?
He works at Real Food Daily. He's a stud, and I love him.
You eat there?
I eat there, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I'm too blessed to be stressed. But what I'm saying, But what I'm saying to you is this. It's all about just studying from the smart people, and copying the hell out of them. We can't do that in school. We have to regurgitate what we know in our head, but it's all about finding people that are successful and copying the hell out of them.
Now, get the
damn book.
So I want to ask you a few
questions. Get the book, and not only that, get the Ken Auletta Googled book. Get the damn book. And number 3, just for the hell of it, watch Lloyd Blankfein on Charlie Rose. He's the CEO of Goldman Sachs. He started out with nothing. His father was a postal clerk. His mother was a secretary. He sold popcorn and peanuts at the Yankees games. Okay. Went to college, became a lawyer at Harvard Law, and he was a commodities trader. He started with nothing, like Kevin Huvane, who was, with respect, was a bellhop, like Ari, who was making $250 a week 23 years ago, and Ben Silverman had nothing when he came, and now he's probably worth $200 million, but he parlayed it. We live in as Tony Robbins says, we don't live in a situation where it's not about resources anymore. It's about resourcefulness. Okay, so I'm like MacGyver. I'm like the Jewish American MacGyver, and I'm just trying to parlay it. I'm like a non-pro trying to get in the business.
Listen, we're almost out of time here. So, anything last few things you want to say?
First of all, we're doing a show with Michael Carter, Running and Gunning. Right. Okay, he's a superstar. I'm here to support him, and
he's in the studio recording.
He's there. We did a segment, and the thing is we're looking to get hooked up with an MRC, Media Rights Capital, Modi, Asif, Tori Metzger, who's a legend in the agency business. We want to get hooked up with Relativity, Ryan Kavanaugh, who's wonderful, gives back to the community unequivocally, and we want to get in business with Electus. It's only got $125 million behind him from graduate Barry Diller, who put money in Ben's first company in 2002, and let's say he put 50 in. It went up 20 times. That 50 turned into $1 billion over 5. So he's an unequivocal success in terms of financial. You feel me? There's nothing subjective about a company going up 20 times in 5 years.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel you.
And so I work for you. So I'm working for you, Sam, because I want to stay around smart people. It's like we become who we associate with. And so I work for you, and I work for anybody, and whatever I can do, I'm just here to serve, man. Right. I'm on the streets, like Rahm Emanuel wants to go back to Chicago, and he wants to interact with the people. That's why I'd be the best president. Nobody's more qualified than him.
What about you?
Me? I'll work whatever I can do to serve, man. I'm just a servant, man. I'm just a servant. I'm a busboy. I'm a failed waiter. When I was 13, I worked at Coco's. The damn chain went out of business on Roswell Road. I'm a failed waiter.
They got out of business because of you?
Who knows? But all I know is this: I was a decent busboy, but at the end of the day, I'm a busboy, bro. Right. I'm a busboy for love.
Right.
And I really appreciate you having me on here, man.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I know you usually bring these big high these hot shots on here. I'm just a guy with $2 in my pocket trying to parlay it, man. I'm just here.
We're trying to make a living.
Yeah, and I'm looking to work for you, and I see greatness in you, and maybe you'll let me, like, I can stay in your guest house or whatever, man.
But you still owe me that money.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll pay it back, man. Just give me 6 years.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Give me 6 years.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, and if there's anything I can ever do, man, for Beverly Hills High, I mean, I'm here to serve, man. I'm a Norman at heart.
You know, we have a show. We have not a show, but every 2 years they do something called Every 15 Minutes.
Yes, sir.
And there's a car accident
Yes, sir.
that happens, and what they do is they pre-crash the cars.
Yeah. I'll do whatever, man. I mean, I'll do whatever, man. I'm just here, man. I'm just here to serve, bro. I'm just here.
Yeah.
I work for the people, man.
That's good.
I work for the people, bro. I work like Mr. Rahm Emanuel, who I think I think I'm being serious. But you'll talk to people and say like, hey, we can't have a Jewish president. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. It's a miracle.
We have an African American president.
Yes. But the thing about it is you know what? And I will tell you right now, Oprah in 1018 had him on the show. Okay, Google Guy Oseary and OG Oprah and Geffen. 1018, Oprah had him on the show. Really gave him a lot of exposure. She does some great work. She does a lot of scenes behind the scenes.
Right.
Then Geffen came out on 221 in the New York Times in Maureen Dowd's column and promoted. He was a complete underdog. Let me tell you right now, Vernon Jordan on Charlie Rose said that he was an underdog, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now, Hollywood's powerful. Oprah and Geffen.
A lot of powerful people.
Because of that, I don't think if they would have backed Hillary, I don't think he would have been president.
Right.
I love Obama, and I think that I'm pro, bro. I'm pro for Obama, 100%.
Are you pro gay rights?
I'm 100%.
What about prostitution?
You know, I don't want to judge, man. I just, that's a little. I support people, man. Who am I to judge?
What about marijuana?
I don't want to judge anybody, you know.
These
I
are
just want to celebrate diversity with gratitude.
Fantastic. All right, well, it's a pleasure you having me on the show.
I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate
this
everybody.
This was, Sam Lopez on KBEV Talk.
Thank you, Sam.
We'll see you next time, all right?
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate your
Okay.
shows. It's amazing. Thank you, sir.